VC World, how's it going? I'm not exactly sure when. Actually, I need to tell you this. I'm always talking out loud. It's a Sunday morning. It's the first day of daylight savings time, and it's been an interesting weekend. And so I'm going to talk a little bit music and social stuff. Okay, just so a warning for you folks that don't want to hear me talk. You can go now. This weekend has been exciting. The first thing I want to share is that this coming week is the world premiere, if you want to call it that, of this small independent film that I scored, Flyover Country, here in Omaha, coming up on Friday and Saturday. Well, what's real happy news for me is that the soundtrack CD came in Friday, and here it is. Original score by yours truly, with all music by all these other cool bands, mainly Nebraska bands. I think there might be a couple other bands, not from the area, but some of the other bands who they used songs on here. Digital Leather is a local band that is of note. Domestica, I think they used to be Mercy Rule. Bluebird, Mitch Getman, the Renfields, Rock Paper Dynamite, Snake Island, and it's a basic design, but I really like the way this turned out. I really do. I believe that it's a picture of the band Rock Paper Dynamite. Don't quote me, I'm not sure. But that's one of the bands. Lonely Estates. I believe this is Lonely Estates. It's a scene from the movie where they're playing in the waiting room. So this is my latest release. Now, I did not release this. This is put out by the film company, Objective 49 Films. So this is my newest music release, but not on my label. I just want to explain that. Now, however, I get a percentage of sales, if we have any, but they also gave me some that I can personally sell. So, if you're interested, just email me or message me here. There is a trailer on Vimeo, so you can see and hear. There's a Vimeo trailer. There's a 15-minute interview on Vimeo with me about working on this, as well as my life. So there's background information on this if you're interested. I'll try to remember to put links below. Okay. Now, something that sort of ties in with the film. I need to tell you that Flyover Country is it's fictional, but it's based on reality. It's a film about what you deal with coming out or being gay in the Midwest. We just had an incident last weekend that really showed just how real this controversy still is, amazingly. Last weekend down in the old market, the big touristy area of Omaha, a Marine on, let me make sure I get this right, it was an ex-Marine noticed a transgendered young man in full drag being harassed verbally by a group of men, not just one-on-one, but 3 men versus one transgendered man. And this good Samaritan, he's following his conscience, you know what I mean? He stepped in and just tried to just say, hey, please leave this person alone. And the 3 men beat the shit out of him. So yesterday in Omaha, there was a march on the market that I participated in, very proudly so, showing our support for the LGBT community here. A march against hate. It's senseless. It's. I don't like to use the words right and wrong because they're subjective, but it's just really fucked up to put yourself upon others because of something you're thinking, and to actually cause harm to others' bodies and persons and lives just because of a thought you have is just simply absurd. And to my thinking, a truly mature thinking adult could work this out. But apparently that's an ideal thought. It's not a real thought. But it's what I do. I think about my actions. I could be a lout, like the guys that beat up the guy that was defending the transgendered fella. Anyway, I went down and participated in the march. And there's only one counter-protester with a Jesus sign, of course. I don't want to insult anyone religious, but you'll decide to be insulted. To my understanding of the history of who Jesus was, he would have marched with us. So I wanted to talk about that, and I'm just really excited about this endeavor. Just having the opportunity to do this, and at my age, 58 going on 59, it's like I refuse to declare myself anything. I'm not straight, I'm not gay, I'm not black, I'm not white. I'm a human. Can't people fucking handle that? Isn't it really obvious right now that I'm a living, breathing entity on this planet, part of it? And that the only problem that we have are people's thoughts and beliefs that make them do really fucked up shit. It's my banner on my Facebook page today. We don't need any hate anymore, anywhere, of anyone. Now that's ideal, and it's basically impossible, but it's a message, it's a mantra that's needed. So I'll put it out there. We don't need any hate anywhere anymore of anyone. It'd be very hard, but it could be done, but it won't be done. But it's how I try to live, okay? Moving on to music. Sure enough, as I think most of you know, when you prime that pump, you can't back away. So I went to the record store, and of course the next day I want to go again, And I did, and I allowed myself $20, but I ended up spending 27. Okay? See, that's why I have to watch my discipline, because I got to watch my pennies, But anyway, I did find some cool things, and I will share them with you. I took a chance on this because I don't remember this band. This came out in I think 2004 or 5. The band is called Longview, and what we have you here is subversions. It's remixes of some of their songs. Excuse me, kind of shoegazy to me, the sound of the band. But what got me to buy it was that the remixes are by Mogwai, and Ulrich Schnauz, and Andy Votel in particular. I like Elbow also, but I especially like Ulrich Schnauz, what he does in Andy Votel. And I like this. I don't remember hearing about them when they were around. Another $2.99 record. I bought these at Half Price Books. And I'll say that even though Half Price Books is interesting, there's something weird about that chain. Can't put my finger on it, but I'll say it publicly because most often it's not that I want to be right. It's not what it's about. It's about paying attention to what signals we're getting. And I miss a lot of signals, but the ones that I get, many times it's like, that was really there. And there's something weird about the Half Price Books chain. There is. But I found this there. Simon and Bard Group, Tear It Up, with Ralph Towner. I really like Fred Simon. This is on Flying Fish, is it? So this has kind of more of a bluegrassy kind of country sort of feel, but I really like the way Fred writes. And so there's still this contemporary freshness and juiciness to the compositions and the chords, which I like. As I've said many times, most of the time I prefer to not hear references to roots music because it's all around us and I'm just tired of it, you know, and I really see it as a symptom. Honestly, I do. Call me crazy, but I really see this insistence on going back to our roots and the past and everything as a symptom of not being able to move forward. I also think it also wouldn't be surprised me if it's part of the way that we're being controlled through the media by the corporations that own all the media by insisting that we don't get to see the future. We don't get to hear the future. I ain't fucking crazy, okay? This shit is going down here in America. It is fucked. Okay, so I got that. Two more. Another $2.99 find that I mainly like the music. I don't like the vocals. The Explorers. This was a project that Andy McKay and Phil Manzanera of Roxy Music started with the singer who he reminds me of someone, but I can't place it. The singer to me is the downfall of the record, trying to be pop, whereas some of the musical arrangements are great. So this was a nice find for $2.99. It's an import UK pressing, which of course you know I like on Virgin. The score of the day, I couldn't leave it, and I probably won't play this. There's no need to, but I couldn't leave it. David Bowie, Sound and Vision, 3 cassettes. This was still sealed for $15. Now, you folks that follow me know that I have been, I've rediscovered Bowie. I've always liked him. I've had a love-hate relationship with Bowie through my life, mainly associated with my own love-hate relationship. Can you dig it? But I fully embrace Bowie now and think of him as one of the giants of Western pop music. I really do. One of the giants. And this is a beautiful package. Beautiful. And I remember when these came out, I just, I couldn't afford it. Or at least it wasn't on my priorities at the time. But I love David Bowie's music. I do. I'm so glad he's in action. God bless that we lost Lou Reed. We still have David Bowie. And, I've trashed the Velvet Underground a few times in videos in the past. Do I regret what I said? Of course not. I meant every word of it. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't disrespectful. Shallow thinking makes it seem like I'm being disrespectful. Put it back on you people who are thinking something I'm not thinking and trying to tell me that's what I'm thinking. I put it back on you. Much respect to Lou, and I'm glad I got to see him live. He wasn't very good. It wasn't. So, the video is about 13 minutes, which means I may wait until the evening. I don't know. It's like I don't know what I'm going to do today. I might actually go to my studio to rehearse for my show just to kind of switch it up. And if I do that, then I'll leave this to upload during the day. But I was just in the mood to talk a little bit more. Also, if you're truly interested in hearing more of the music that I'm doing now, I've got new releases on Bandcamp already of this music that I've been writing and recording since I started the movie. I've put up at least 3 new releases, and I have one brand new one a couple of days ago of some ambient stuff that I'm very pleased with. I know it's good. I have to say that, folks, because I listen to a lot of music and I know the difference, okay? I'm learning all the time, so my skills are getting better, so I have to be able to just step forward and tell you, yes, I know what I'm doing is valid, it's good. It's good, This is something that is really nice, is in the past, when I would make mixtapes or like have a iPod, you know how you'll have a thing shuffle, and I'll have some of my music in there mixed with other people's music. A lot of times I would notice almost right away the difference between other people's music and mine. Not so with these new things, because I've been busting my ass on learning how to mix better and get the sounds mixed. And so now it's wonderful when my music pops up in my random selections. I don't hear a difference. Matter of fact, several times I'll notice the superiority of my mixes to some other things that are well known and considered well recorded. So I'm enjoying this, and I just want to also share that I think it's really important to enjoy the moment. Americans in general are very much about denial. America is very much about saving face and how it looks as opposed to how it really is. And that's what the big problem is right now in America. America is no longer the world's leader. We're really a third world country financially, economically right now. But because of our position historically, we're still faking it and we're still in denial. And as a result, it seems like the majority of Americans are just not able to comprehend that the house of cards really financially has already fallen. And it's just, I keep that in mind so that I can enjoy this moment. This is all we have. I mean, we always want to be looking towards the future, but I'm telling you people, you folks that think that everything's just fine, you know, it is just fine. But there are people who are doing things that affect all of us that are very destructive. These forces are in play now, continue to be, and it's affecting all of us. And it needs to, I'll say this very pointedly, it needs to be higher on the radar of everybody. It does. I'm not making this stuff up. I'm responding to it. That's why I get like this. You know, it's like, I won't reduce, well, I'll do it here. You know, it's like, in years, even recent months, years past, but in recent months, I've had to deal with people ridiculing me on Facebook and in public saying, oh, you're just a naysayer, you're being negative, and you're a conspiracy theorist. And I just want to just, every day, with the unfolding events in the world, I just bite my tongue from saying, told you, I'm not making this shit up. I don't want to be right. I don't like this. That's why I keep saying it. And people who insist on holding on to denial and just looking the other way and ignoring it, that's making it worse. That's why I'm in your face about this. That's why I'm saying we do have to have some responsibility about this, or people that have little babies right now, oh my God. What kind of future do they have looking at this government, looking at this world corporate criminal cabal that we have that's just fucking shit up left and right? Only an idiot, and I'm just going to be like this. I don't mean to be hateful, but I'm expressing justified frustration and anger when I say these words. So don't take them personally in a hateful way, but understand my anger. But to my perspective, only an idiot or someone who is benefiting from this madness would defend it.